Should you shop for a lawyer at a big shop or an independent guy? Okay, here we go. The larger the law firm, the greater the overhead. Therefore, the higher the hourly rates that you'll be expected to pay. And they always charge by the hour. It kind of covers a good bit of inefficiency. Let's talk about different types of attorneys. Like doctors, lawyers are becoming increasingly more specialized. Someone who does mostly wills, house closings, and other non-business matters probably not a good fit for your service business. At least you will need the following sets of skills to keep in mind. The more skills that reside in the same human being, the better. Your business attorney should be something of a legal internist, one who can diagnose your problem, perform any minor surgery that might be needed, so to speak, and refer you to local specialists for the major surgery if needed. No lawyer can possibly know everything about every area of the law. It's just too vast. If your business has specialized legal needs, and your attorney should be familiar with that special area or have a working relationship with someone that is. You shouldn't have to go scrounging for a new lawyer every time a different type of legal problem comes up. Again, I hope none come up, but it's just better to be covered. The next is your contracts. You'll need a lawyer who can understand your business quickly, prepare the standard form contracts you will need with the clients and suppliers, and help you respond to the contracts that other people will want you to sign. Next thing is business classification. You will need a lawyer who can help you decide whether a corporation or limited liability, an LLC, is a better way to organize your business and prepare the necessary paperwork. Next is real estate. Leases of commercial space such as offices or storage areas can be highly complex. And keep in mind, they're always drafted to benefit the landlord. It's just the way it is. And because they tend to be printed on printed form documents, you may be tempted to think they're not negotiable. Not so. Your attorney should have a standard tenants addendum that contains provisions that will benefit you that can be added to the printed form lease document as an addendum. Next is taxes and licenses. Although your accountant will prepare and file your business tax returns each year, your lawyer should know how to register your business for federal and state tax identification numbers and understand the tax consequences of the more basic transactions in which your business will engage. Next is intellectual property. If you're contracting in any type of area that requires design or other creative type things, it's certainly a plus if your lawyer can help you register your products and services for a federal trademark or copyright protection. If your lawyer says he or she specializes in small businesses, that's what they say, then he or she should have a close working relationship with one or more intellectual property specialists. I can't talk today for some reason. What to ask when interviewing attorneys? Number one, are you experienced in my business dealings? You have a certain business. Are you, sir, in that position to help me? Don't be afraid to ask direct questions about a lawyer's experience. If you know you want to incorporate your business, for example, ask if he or she has handled an incorporation or knows someone that can within their office. Are you a patient teacher? Now, you want to listen very closely. Your attorney should be willing to take the time to educate you about the legal environment of your business. He or she should tell you what the law says and explain how it affects the way you do business so you can spot problems well in advance. Of course, you will end up paying for the service, so have your questions clearly defined and ready. I always felt paying for this information was very just. The trick is to pay attention and learn so that the next time you need the information, you already know what you need and you won't have to contact your attorney. Hello, contractpreneurs. Welcome back to my channel. I really appreciate you being here, as you well know. Today, let's talk about how and when to hire an attorney, and I hope you never need one. And by the way, if you have any good lawyer stories, good or bad, tell us about them in the comments. It'll help all of us. It is never a good time to hire a lawyer right at the time that you need one. It's just too late then. I've been there and done that, and I did not get my t-shirt, so I'm speaking from experience. I should have got the t-shirt, I paid enough for it. Keep in mind that if you're out looking for help to put out the firestorm you just got involved in, it will be at the mercy of a lawyer's good or bad reputation. And it's hard to tell, at least at first, which one they are. And, Nothing against the profession. We need lawyers, but all professions have their bad eggs. Hiring a good lawyer is crucial to any successful business. And let's talk about what you need to know about finding, interviewing, and hiring the very best. Now, there's two professionals every business will need to hire early on: an accountant and a lawyer. And the reasons for hiring an accountant are pretty obvious. You need somebody to help you count the beans, to help you set up your chart of accounts, review your numbers periodically, and prepare all of your necessary federal tax and local tax returns. The reason for hiring a business attorney may not be so apparent at first. A good business attorney will provide vital assistance in almost every aspect of your business, from basic zoning and compliance and copyright and trademark advice to formal business, incorporation, and lawsuits and liability. Okay, let's talk about some general rules about dealing with lawyers. If you're being sued, it's too late. Yep, covered that one already, but it's worth repeating. Most small businesses put off hiring a lawyer until the sheriff is standing at the door banging on it, serving them with a summons. Bad mistake. The time to hook up with a good business lawyer is before you need one. This just keeps coming up, doesn't it? Once you have been served with a summons and a complaint, it's just too late. The problem's already occurred, and it's just a question of how much you're going to have to pay in court costs, attorney's fees, settlements, and other expenses to get the problem solved. America's judicial system's a lot like a roach motel. It's easy to get into, but very difficult to get out once you've been trapped. Most lawyers agree that while nobody likes to pay attorney's fees for anything, heck, let's let our hair down here a little bit. Nobody likes paying or dealing with lawyers, period. But the fee a lawyer will charge to keep you out of trouble is only a small fraction of the fee a lawyer will charge you to get out of trouble once it's happened. You need to trust your lawyer, and if you feel you cannot do that, and you believe the two of you have different perspectives, well, just keep looking. So where do you find the right lawyer? A great place to start is at the American Bar Association. The American Bar Association's website has a wealth of information for consumers and professionals alike who have legal questions. In the Hire a Lawyer section, you'll find information on public service lawyer referral programs, wherein you are interviewed to have your needs diagnosed and then provided with a referral to a lawyer or to helpful community resources. There's also commercial lawyer referral services on the web. Go to findlaw.com or nolo.com and legalzoom.com, for instance, and you have instant access to thousands of potential lawyers that you could hire. You can search by city and state, and several results come up within the area that you specify with the details of each firm's background, areas of practice, published works, attorneys on staff, and so on. And there are other similar services listed on that American Bar Association site. Sorry about that. For a fee, you can also request a search of the American Bar Association's National Lawyer Regulatory Data Bank to see if any disciplinary action has ever been taken against the lawyers that you're interested in. And to request a search, visit the section of the American Bar Association website for more information. Now, keep in mind, attorneys keep track of their time in increments as short as 6 minutes or as long as a half an hour. Ask how they will charge for a quick question. If you need to ask practically a yes or no question, ask if they will charge a minimum charge and how much it will cost. Often, it can be over $100 for a short consultation or question. Request weekly itemized bills if you're going to be using a lawyer's services over a period of time, which I hope never happens to you. Some lawyers wait until a bill gets large before sending an invoice. The most obvious red flag is excessive fees, and this means to many people or the wrong people are working on your file. It's possible you may be mistakenly billed for work done other than for another client. So review your invoices carefully, because mistakes happen. Next, see if you can negotiate prompt payment discounts, and just request that your bill be discounted if you pay within X days of your invoice date. They want their money too, and sometimes they'll be willing to discount it. A 5% discount on legal fees can add thousands of dollars to your yearly bottom line. And next is to be prepared. Before you meet or call with your lawyer, just have the necessary documents with you and know exactly what you want to discuss. Send needed documents that need the lawyer's attention ahead of time so he or she doesn't have to read them during the conference and can get right down to business. Next is meet with your lawyer regular. Now, at first, this might not seem like a good way to keep costs down, but you'll be amazed at how much it reduces the endless rounds of phone tag that plague the busy entrepreneurs and attorneys. More important, a monthly 5 or 10 minute meeting, even by phone, can save you substantial sums by nipping small legal problems in the bud before they have a chance to grow or blow up. So to sum this up, the best way to avoid a lawyer is to not break a law or get yourself in a situation that you'll need one. You'll run into clients that want to beat you out of money, and this happens in business. Sometimes they even start out that way. In other words, they never intended to pay you. This also happens in business. Then there's the job that just won't go right from the beginning. Everything that was touched went wrong. The least expensive way to get out of those is put your nose to the grindstone and get it done to the client's satisfaction before they decide to hire a lawyer. Sure, you may lose money, but learn from the mistakes and just know this. You'll have lost by far less money and time by not getting a lawyer involved, I promise. Well, that's it for today, folks, and thanks again so much for tuning in. Please subscribe. It would be great if this has been helpful for you, and ring the notification bell to continue to get helpful videos like this one. And take care. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you in any way. Heimler out. See ya.